Hey there, welcome to today's video. My name is Brad Banks. I'm a self-made millionaire that learned money management tools early on, and now I spend my days helping people like yourself reach their financial goals. Today's video revolves around a topic that I don't think people pay enough attention to early on, and that's investing. Although investing can be quite intimidating at first, it's that way for a reason. Because when you understand the core concepts of investing, are disciplined, and put your money in the right places, then all the time you spent learning is well worth it. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the foundational topics of investing and why they're important. This will allow us to dive deeper into these topics on an individual basis in future videos. My goal is for you to learn so that you can apply this knowledge to your own life. Additionally, I'm hoping you'll be entertained, and I would appreciate it if you like this video and subscribe to my channel so that I can continue to make these videos for people who really need financial help. When it comes to investing, there are a few terms that everyone should be familiar with before you start placing money into different things. The first is risk. We can define this as the chance that you'll lose the value of something you've invested your money into. It's important to realize that there's an inherent risk of every investment, and there aren't any guarantees in life. Once you understand the underlying risk of certain investments, you'll start to realize there's a fundamental relationship between risk and reward. When you see people getting really rich quickly off certain investments, you might be motivated to take more risk, but you should stick to the options that you think will do best for you over time. Investing isn't a get-rich-quick operation, and those who understand the value of money over time are the ones who win. Which leads me to my next topic, time horizon. This is considered to be the amount of time between now and when you need the money you're investing. For example, if you're 25 now and you want to retire when you're 55, then your time horizon is 30 years. This is one of the highest contributing factors in investing because it determines the deadline for reaching your goal. You can then work backwards from here to weigh decisions such as how much you need to invest per year, if you should buy one stock over another, or even daily decisions such as buying groceries at one store instead of a different one. One of the most powerful concepts to grasp is that it's about time in the market and not about timing the market. The longer you have to invest, the better off you'll be. So if you can start today, then you need to get going as soon as possible. The next concept is diversification. I've heard many stories of people getting rich quickly by investing everything into one stock, and the price changes dramatically. An event like this is because someone got very lucky, and it's okay that it doesn't happen to you. You'll be better off understanding the concept of diversification. This is a practice of putting your money into many different investments. If you practice this, then you stand a much better chance of gaining a ton of money over the years. I want you to imagine a scenario where you need water, and you have two different strategies to collect that water. The first is by having one large bucket and placing it in the state that you live in to collect the rain. You may get lucky and get a lot of rain at some point, but most likely it won't rain that day. Another choice is to have 50 small buckets that you put in each state. It turns out that on some days, it rains in states when it doesn't rain in yours. Over time, you start to realize that the accumulation of water in the 50 small buckets outweighs the rainwater from the big bucket. You then use this water on your plants and yield a bountiful harvest. This concept can be applied to your investments. The next concept is called compounding. When I heard about it, it truly changed my life. Compounding is so powerful that Albert Einstein once said that compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it. Good thing it's not that difficult to understand. The idea of compounding is essentially leveraging time to grow your money. The higher the interest rate, the more your money will grow over time. There are four parts that make up compound interest. There's the principal, which is the amount you can invest today. Next is the interest rate. If you're investing in a stock, this is the percentage that stock grows over time. The number of times interest is compounded per time period. If it's once per year, then this number would be 1. And the last part is the amount of time for your money to grow. You can calculate everything together to get your final amount. An equation of compound interest looks like this. You can also calculate compound interest with the amount you plan on investing every year over a period of time. For example, if I was 25 years old and wanted to retire at 55, then I would want to have a good chunk of money when retirement rolls around. The average American family believes they'll need $1.9 million to retire comfortably. Let's say I've saved up and have $50,000 right now. If I invest in the stock market and get an average return of 8% per year, and every year I invest $12,330.75, then at 55 years old, I'll have $1.9 million. This is a crazy concept to imagine because over the 30-year span, I contributed $419,922.60. And over time, it turned into $1.9 million. The last concept is really important, and it's the reason I've saved it for last. Be careful who you trust for advice. In summary, today we covered some powerful foundational topics about investing that you need to keep in mind throughout your financial management journey. They'll pay off. Please don't stress. In future videos, I'll dive into these further in depth so that you can be well equipped to master your money and start to live the life of your desires. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you in the next one.